Hello all, in today's video we're going to talk about hardcore Sebilis. I do apologize, this is something that should have been done about 2.5 weeks ago, but insert reasons, real life obligations, kids off school, blah blah blah. Anyway, still a couple of weeks left and people could still take advantage of it, especially, if you're on live server max level, it's going to be super easy. So hardcore Sebilis is going to run from June 7th till July 5th. This is going to coincide with the July 4th bonuses, so the names will spawn quicker. And that'll be a separate issue where we'll talk about the bonuses and things. But if you start, I think around June 30th, if you're really, not getting what you need, then the bonuses will run through there. So how to get to hardcore sublists and things like that. The traditional way is Emerald Jungle, Trackanon, and then Zone over. If your guild happens to have the Froglock head in a jar, you can teleport to it. I strongly advise to be Invis and possibly with a healer merc because once you click it, it is possible that a C Invis will attack you. All right, give that a second. So if you look here on Alakazam, there's going to be like a huge drop table from basically every single name and then multiple creatures that could drop some stuff. Okay, we're good. If it's like one of the casters, I believe they see invis maybe. Well, anyway, so this is going to bring you into the bottom area if you're going towards the shrooms or want to raid the Trichonon raid. For this video purposes, I do not want to, so I'm going to zone out and then come back in. I really dislike swimming in this game. That wish they would improve that some. Anyway, swim through there, go under, over, towards the shrooms, and then zone out. Okay, while we're zoning, we're going to talk about some of the items that I feel are still relevant and important. First thing is going to be the Darkened Cone of Mystics. This by far is going to be the most important item in this that every tank should have. This is going to be the best non-damaging primary. I know it's extremely situational, but there will be times that you don't want to damage a mob, or even if you're low level, any melee class that could repose, and you're farming a low level zone and you want to just train the hell out of it, just equip this so you don't repose anything and then run around. So what makes this the best non-damaging primary is that the main fact that it'll hold a type 5 and the stats have heroics to it. So it's better than Alex, better than a Mod Rod, whatever. It's great. And I don't condone this, but a lot of people use this to pad their Magello, which is really retarded. I hate that. But some people like it, so go for it if that's what you like. Okay, so it zones you out, and this is going to zone you in. All right, so going back. They're going to be three Augs that just drop off of random mobs. The Augs are lowish, so they're not so relevant in current game, but some people have some alts or low level characters or whatever. So they're three different ones. There's going to be the intelligence wisdom one. We're going to be strength stamina and then agility dex. Okay, so reason why I'm using the bard is to get to the lower area to show you guys where to farm that cone. You're gonna go straight. You're gonna go this way, turn, turn, turn. You need a bard or a rogue because of the door that needs lock picking. So you click it, you need a key. So this is like, I guess in my server they called it the fat loot area. Basically, there's one guard here, and then a name placeholder in each room. I really dislike this bug also, the primary window. Okay, so nope, no name up. You go here, I'll open the map, and you want to go right here, the Blood of Chotoko, or however you pronounce that. Okay, so while you're in here, you could bring in a mage bot, whatever. Let's kill this. Um, Unfortunate or fortunate, depending on your point of view, the um, respawn is really slow. It's from the original one. So I think it's 21 or 24 minutes. It's quite a bit. So sit tight for a long camp. And then there's another name placeholder here, this guy here. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about the different items and why I feel it's still relevant. Now keep in mind, nothing here is game breaking. It's not gonna like be holy crap or anything, but it's some useful things. Okay, here we go. Darkened Singing Seal. This is a Bard one for our Eye of Zoom. It's 8 seconds. That's like a lifetime cast time, but it's something in case you want to scout or anything like that. It's unique. The next thing here is the Bard Rogue Shadow Step. 2.5 seconds again is a lifetime, very situational. If you happen to be in older zones, I feel like the older zones, this could be more useful. Jumping over or getting under certain areas if your AA or button happens to be down. Again, very rare situations, but it's something. Box. Everyone loves boxes. That area I was just in before, 40 slot bag drops in case you want it or need it. Mirko's Helm is a little DD clicky. I like this because of the fast recast time, 0.2 seconds. So you could throw that in like a spam bar or something like that, and it throws out a little tiny nuke. And again, nothing great, but something. Same thing here. It's a point 0.2 cast time clicky. Throw it in the spam bar. What the hell? Why not? Free damage. This one here is Warrior Ranger Snare proc. Now, obviously not great for Rangers, but for a Warrior, again, situationally, you may want to get a snare in. Sometimes there's some raids where snaring is a bane, and that could be useful. Spike of Anger is a point 0.2 aggro clicky for paladins here. Again, just pause the video for any items and you'll see the location so you don't need premium or anything like that. Next thing is a paladin low level stun, but it's a point 0.2, so throw it in your aggro spam bar, question mark, possible. Druid Helm is another like point 0.2 clicky burst. uh, Warrior Anger, so spam it in your aggro bar. This, again, point 0.2 is really decent. Again, here for Cleric, I know Cleric DPS, but point 0.2 something. Shaman Clicky, point 0.2. Shaman, again, point 0.2. Is it the same one? No, Cleric. I'm just not clicking, sorry. And then the Druid Werewolf one. I was told this is not great, but maybe situational if the other buttons are down. Okay, so with these clickies, the point 0.2 nukes on melee one, pretty easy. Don't need to worry about it. But I want to show you guys something that some people may not be aware about. So if you're playing a caster, and this is my wizard, there's something that I call, and I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but a global cooldown. And what that is when you cast any spell, you'll see all your spell gems gray out, and they continue to gray out until they refresh, right? 1, 2 second, whatever it is. So during that time, obviously you cannot cast anything right there. If you happen to have any AAs or clicky items, you can use it during that time to improve your APM, your actions per minute, or your DPS in simple terms. So, for example, again, I'll cast it, and then I click that, and then go like that. So if you weave basically your AA clickies between your spell cast, you're going to improve your APM slash your DPS. So for wizards, again, for example, you casting a spell, you would cast one of your forces, Force of Will, Flame, Fire, Ice, whatever one, cast another spell, click your another force, click another snoot, click another force. Some nice clicky items is going to be like Shield of Dark Scholar was from the anniversary one. That's another clicky that you can cast between click between spell classes casts. And then mod rods are another great one to click between nukes and things like that. So that's why I value those clickies because, if you're reactive enough and you have the ability to do it, it's free damage in between your nukes and dots or whatever casting stuff you do. For melee, zero point 0.2 seconds is nothing. It's free. You don't need to worry. It impacts your melee very minor. So that's it for hardcore sublist. The other hardcore, nothing relevant that I feel. So again, I do apologize that this video didn't get like released 2 weeks ago, but again, I said stuff happens and we got to take care of it when we do. So that's it for this one. I will talk about the next hardcore ones, I promise, in much more timelier fashion. I do want to do the July 4th video first, and then I'll talk about Crush Bone, Perma, Miss Moore, and Navigan, because there are definitely going to be lots of things there. All right, thanks all. Have a good one.